Hey YouTube, this is OD47 again with a deck profile for my Yu-Gi-Oh part of my channel. I'm running a dragon slash fiend type deck. So here we go. First off, I play Super Polymerization. While you probably know what that does, you can use your material monsters from either side of the field, from your opponents or your side. Next is DDR. You know what that is. Turn from different dimension. No. Different dimension reincarnation. Which when a monster is removed from play, you could use that card to bring it back. It's an equip card, so if the card gets destroyed, the monster gets destroyed. Next I play Multiply. For Kribo, you tribute one Kribo and you get tokens on your side of the field, as many as you can. Next is Swords of Real Light. Not a lot of people play it no more, but it's still helpful. Still profitable card. Gives you 3 turns. Next I play a Horos. Level 8 negates all spell cards that are activated. You have to bring out level 6 first. So Next, everyone's favorite, L&D Dragon. Light and Darkness, for y'all don't know. You give up some attack points and negate activation of spells, traps, stuff like that. Dragon Divine. Dragon Divine allows you to bring either a winged beast type to your hand or dragon to the graveyard, depending what you're looking for. So I run dragon deck, so it's gonna be going to the graveyard. Next is Battle Fader. So what that does is when someone does the direct attack and you have no monster on your side of the field, you play him, special summon him from your hand, pretty much ends the battle phase. Next is Curse Seal, the Forbidden Spell. It's probably, what the hell is that? Well, pretty much what you do is you discard one spell from your hand to negate the activation of the effect of a spell card and destroy it. And then you can, your opponent cannot activate spells of the same name, including spells that are destroyed by this card's effect during the turn. The rest of duels. So, for 6 Samurai decks, or Gravekeeper, they play Necro Valley. You play this card of spell, your deck can't use no more Necro Valley for the rest of the duel. So, that stops there. But you gotta have to have it on the field. I only run one in my deck, but I think I might run more. Second is the Creator Incarnate. You tribute him for the Creator. 7 Tools of the Bandit. Exploder Dragon. Dark Armor Dragon. Got Beast of the card. Reckless Greed. Burst Breath. Which for y'all don't know what that is you sacrifice a dragon on your side of the field and destroy your opponent's monsters whose defense is lower than the attack of the monster you sacrifice. So if I sacrificed my Armored Dragon for 2800, any monster on the opponent's side of the field, monster has 2800 or less defense, is pretty much destroyed. So it actually gives me a good advantage because a lot of monsters are high attack but low defense. So Mystic Box. Y'all like, what the hell, Mystic Box? Yeah, you pretty much destroy another monster, you take your monster and put it on your opponent's side of the field, which is kind of maybe a 50-50, but if you have a counter, like brain control or enemy controller or something like that, Call the Haunted. Red Dragon Reaver. I could use that for Red Darkness. Will Decree. No spells can be activated. Yugioh. For right now, she's just a filler until I can find some other cards. Spill Shield Type A. The Creator. Good for special summoning monsters out of the graveyard, like dragons. So you send there from Dragon Ravine. There you go. Dragon Shield. Prime Material. I trimmed my brother for that one. My Karibo. Very decent card. It helps a lot. If you have no field and that's all you have, bam. Any bad damage you take is 0. The monster, Tiger Dragon. When it's tribute summon with the dragon type, you destroy 2 spell trap cards on the field with the Tiger Dragon. Tribute to the Doom. I discard 1 card. Herald of Creation, which is pretty good. You discard a card and you can send a level 7 or higher from your graveyard to your hand. Scapegoat. Everyone uses Scapegoat, I know. This one's awkward, yeah, question. Pretty much your opponent has to guess what was the first monster that was destroyed and sent to your graveyard, and if they get it wrong, you can special summon it. They get it right, nothing really happens, you know. So, Soul Release, removing 5 monsters from your graveyard or your opponent's from the game. Giant Trunny, everyone uses Giant Trunny. It's actually a decent card. Everyone's favorite. Dandelion. When it's destroyed, 2 fluff tokens are special summoned to your side of the field. Dark Necroface, which is an awkward card in a deck like this, but I find them very useful because all you need is 3 fiends, and since I have a Dark Gilfer, whatever his name is, you can send 1 dark to bring 1 dark from your deck to the graveyard, which is kind of good for him because he needs 3 fiends, or even Dark Armored. It's great. Spear Cretan, which once he's flipped and sent to the graveyard, you get the special summon a monster from your graveyard in a face down defense or face up attack position. So Red Dragon is in there, and I flip them and send them to the graveyard for a tribute. Bam! I can bring out Darkness. Return from a different dimension. That's actually for Soul Release. You play Soul Release, and then if you already had Return from a different dimension already set, you remove those 5 monsters. You special summon them to your side of the field, and even though they only stay for 1 turn, and you have to pay the half your life points, play it with Giant Trunny. Bam. There's Hero level 6 ain't affected by spells, which is good. So Lightning Vortex and shit like that don't hurt it. Dark Blaze Dragon. If he's on the field, and then you special summon from the graveyard. If he was on the field, he doubles his attack, and any monster he destroys, your opponent takes damage equal to that monster's attack. Dark Heroes. 3000 beat stick. Pretty good. Dark Dragon. So either way I can go. Dragon. Pulls a Burial. Send 1 monster to the graveyard. Disbar Grip. His effect is any quick spell or normal spell cards that are activated by either opponent or me, he gets 200. He's a 22 beat stick also. Archfiend of the Gilfer. Anytime it's sent to the graveyard, it attaches itself to your opponent's monster card, and they lose 500 attack. So, someone brings out Stardust, he destroys him, sends him to the graveyard, and attaches the Stardust, loses 500. Now it's only 2,000. Another fill-in, Yubel the Terror Incarnate. That's another filler until I can find another card to fit. Ultimate Form of Yubel. The key to all decks, most dragon decks, is the Red Dragon, Darkness, Metal Dragon. Spell summon any dragon, well, pretty much any dragon from the graveyard out your hand. So if it was from your deck, that card would be unstoppable. Dark Gilfer, whatever you want to call him. He's a 1700 beat stick. And that's the one you sacrifice. You send 1 dark from your hand to the graveyard to send 1 to the graveyard from your deck. So Maraud's Dragon. Death Amulet. Lasts for 3 turns, and then all you gotta do is just discard to negate an attack. So Blue of Darkness. Draw 2 cards. Detonate for multiply. You activate Detonate when there's Grebo tokens, and you get to destroy as many cards as their worst token. So if you get those 3 cards within the same turn, bam, you can take out your whole opponent's field almost. And Yugioh Dragon. Probably pronounced that wrong, but I don't care. Anyways, he's a spirit, so he goes back to your hand. And when he does battle damage, you get to draw cards, so you have 5 cards in your hand, so it's another of the draw engine for this deck. I have a lot of them. There's Reckless Greed, and then there's Lure Darkness. I did have Trade In and another one, I can't remember what it was. But yeah, that's all. And then 5-headed dragon, 500 beat stick, you know. Anyways, yeah, thanks for watching this video. If you got anyone watches it, tell me what you think of the deck. Any cards that you think I should take out, give me some tips of cards that I should put in. I'll be back with another deck profile. This will be my Blue Eyes power deck that I call it, and I'll see you later.